What if Asta had sunshine? So we're gonna start this what if when Asta is around 8 years old and him and are outside training, and then four noble kids sees them and goes over there to bother Asta, and the four kids begin to talk down on them both, and two of the two out of the four kids then starts to jump. You know, the other two grab Asta, hit starts to hit him and make him watch, getting beat up. And so Asta starts to yell and cry out, "Leave him alone." Asta began to feel very, very warm. The two boys start to scream out in pain while letting go of Asta. All the kids look at Asta, and he grows from 4 feet to 6 feet tall and begin to grow huge muscles. The kids start to run off crying and scared. As look up and sees a very tall man. Then he realizes it's Asta, and says, "Asta, is that you? Is that really you?" Asta turned his head towards and said, "Of course, who else would I be?" After that, years go by, and now we are at the start of the anime, and Asta is still his same old, loud, and muscle-headed brat, but this would be what Asta is like at nighttime. And in the day, he has Escanor's pride. So Asta is now 15, and he's actually learned a few moves over the years, and that would be Cruel Sun and Pride Flares. So yeah, he also gives off a lot of heat, similar to how Escanor is, and that is very dangerous for people around him. So he stores the heat that emits from him in his back, and a tattoo begins to form from the power being stored in his back, and it's a red lion on his so on it's a red lion pretty much like in the back. So today is the day where they get their grimoires, and Asta is in his buff form and still gets his four-leaf grimoire, and everyone is stunned. Like, how did this commoner, a low life, get a four-leaf grimoire? But then a huge blinding light in another four-leaf grimoire comes out of the shelves, and it appears straight in front of Asta. It had a golden cover and a lion on the back, and it's a little bigger than four-leaf grimoire, and like and if like and even though Asta has all this pride, he like coursing through him right about now. He looks at him, and he looks at and they both still consider they both says that they're both each other rivals, and they expect nothing less from each other. And he looks out to all the nobles and the royals and the crowd, and he tells them that you are now staring at the future Wizard King, and when time comes, I will be the one to rule over Clover Kingdom. And everyone's just looking at him as he at work of the immense power that he's having, and they're a little bit intimidated if he is, so they really don't want to say anything. So yeah, the same altercation happens with the two trying to steal his four-leaf grimoire. That actually goes after first, because they don't want to go after, so they goes after, but fire magic boys, and it doesn't work. But then the rogue chain magic user, I can't remember his name, but he was like used to be a rogue magic knight. He used change magic. He ends up throwing the boys. He ends up wrapping them around his chain magic and throwing them, knocking them unconscious, and he shoots his chain magic. I'm gonna just say chains. His chains towards toward and is he can't use. He can't use his magic. It's actually being depleted right about now. Asta actually is just strolling and he gets a bad feeling, so he goes over to where as he sees a man holding his grimoire, and he goes down there and he says, "Hey, you, give my rival back his grimoire, or face the consequences." Now the rogue the chain magic user, the rogue the rogue magic knight, he's actually a little intimidated, but on how but it is sunset. It's actually sunset, so he's not as strong as he was, but he still has a lot of power. And I did forget. And then after, wait, no, I didn't forget. It's coming up. So then, the man, the rogue magic knight actually shoot chains towards Asta, and Asta just stands there and let the chains hit him. They wrap around him, and the rogue mage starts laughing. And then that's when the rogue mage says, "You, my chains are able to measure how much magic power a person has, and is able to drain their magic power." And right after he says that, he actually feels the magic power coming off of Asta due to his chains being on him, and he begins to step back with a bit of fear, and he asks him, like, "What are you? How do you have this much magic power?" And then Asta just says, "Because I was just born with it." And then that's when, and Asta ends up like, instead of, he didn't even open his grimoire yet. He didn't even use any of his powers. He just used brute force and breaks the chains right off of him. And the 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 rogue magic knight is just stunned, and he's scared about what he's about to do to him. So then, and then that's when Asta actually creates a little baby cruel sun, and he throws it at the rogue ninja, the rogue magic knight, as he's actually running away, and then he throws it at him, and then he actually uses pride flare. He doesn't let it connect to him yet. He just used pride flare right when it's next to him, and he explodes, and the chain user, the rogue magic knight, falls to the ground, and he and then the chains actually disappear.
Sorry for
Sorry
the
for the
static.
static.
So yeah, the
Yeah,
chains
so
actually break
um
off, and gets up.
we was
Asta
talking
hands him
about
his
how the
grimoire
chain.
that he ends up taking back from the rogue magic knight, and he gives it to and they both does the fence bump and the sun during the sunset thing, and a few weeks has passed, and Asta and have been training very very hard. Asta is actually working on his grimoire, his magic, and his physical, but he's mostly working on his magical, his grimoire right about now, because and he actually gained two new spells. One is a recovery, where his whole body engulfed in flames, sort of like how the thumbnail is right there. He engulfs in like flames and it heals him, but it also drains a little bit more magical power. And he also gets like I know he has the axe. He also gets the divine axe Rita. So and like it appears to him, like comes up, like how Magna's back, and how his sword was. It'll come out, he'll grab it, actually helps him with his heat, and he'll be able to use it with perfection. He's the only one, pretty much. It's very heavy, so he's the only one that's able to pick it up. And yeah, so I and he's actually been training very well, and his cruel son is actually developed even more, and he's able to make it looks like a very huge one. It's a very huge cruel sun, but he's not gonna use it unless it's a real threat. So yeah, and Yuno's actually training very hard as well. He's pretty much the training goes the same for him, and yeah, and everything. And now they set off on their way. Of the couple of more days pass, and now is the day for the entrance magic night exams. They set off on a journey to the capital, and yeah, but I think I'm gonna end it right about here. I think I can get if I can get part two out tomorrow or the day after. But I am gonna try and get it out tomorrow. But if I can't, I can probably get it on the day after. So yeah, peace out.